This one is your Marvel Mojo series, and it's an action figure. I figured I'd pick something for the older kids too, although it's recommended for ages 5 and up. And this is Marvel Legends Baron Zemo. I have no idea who that is, but I'm sure your kids do. It's actually a series. It says collect all 6 Mojo series figures and build your own Mojo. And what happens is with each one of these you buy, you get a section of this. I guess that guy's called Mojo. Yeah, this is the Baron and this is Mojo. And each time you buy one, you get a section of this. And when you're done, you're going to have this whole, it's like a spider robot guy. Each one comes with a different section. And this is the head part. And each one of these is different. So if you buy a different figure, you're not going to get the same part. And it comes with a comic book inside. And here's your little thing on the back that gives you your power grid for Baron Zemo, which is the little figure you have. And a little story about him. And these are the ones you can collect. And this is what I was talking about. Each one of these that you pick, you get one section of this guy. And then when you've got them all, you get this big thing, robot thing. And I got this at Toys R Us. They didn't have all of these guys in stock, but they had, I think they had 3. They had Longshot, this girl right here, I can't read her name upside down, and the Baron. So I picked up the Baron. And there's your proof of purchase. And it's made by Marvel. And it's in the terrible packaging that everybody hates. So if you have one of those little, sorry about that, we had a cameraman break. He choked. If you have one of those little, you know, as seen on TV things that just slides right open, try that. Don't let your kids try to open this. They will lose fingers. I almost always do. Well, not lose fingers. I still have 10, thank God, but I am well known for cutting myself on these packages. You know, the funny thing about those made-for-TV openers they sell, they come in this kind of packaging. And just make sure you don't cut the comic book. That would be very sad and unfortunate. I usually try to cut all 4 sides of this because it makes it a lot easier to open. And there's less of a chance that you're going to hurt yourself. But apparently 3 sides is enough for this. I'm going to pull this out and get this part out of the way before I do cut myself. Ooh, it has that new plastic smell. And this is your Avengers comic. I guess they come from the Avengers. This guy. So now we know who he is. And your comic book is in plastic. It's a full-size comic book. Let's see. And it's taped right on there. And here's your little background, I guess. You can set your figure up against it. It's just the back of your box. And here's your comic book. And your comic book comes with your little ones on how to put together the big spider robot guy. Mojo. What a weird name. Yeah. And we got this part. And the little stick that he holds, I guess. We also, let's see if I can pop it out. We got this, which holds up your background. So, you just stick it right there and stick your background in. Obviously it doesn't work very well at all. Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, that's what it's supposed to be for. Maybe it's off center. There you go. Oh, okay. Forget that. It doesn't work. But here's your comic. Littered with advertisements, but a comic book all the same. It's a pretty big comic book. Not huge, but pretty good quality anyway. And let's see. Alright, your guys tied in with a twisty tie, as they always are. Just pull that right out. And his jointed feet and jointed knees. They're not real fluid, smooth motion joints, which is kind of a good thing because it means they're not going to fold out from underneath him. He's jointed at the waist. His hands, his elbows, and his shoulders are all jointed. So he's pretty well jointed. You can move in pretty much any direction you want him to. And he comes with a little gun in his side pocket, which, nope, doesn't come out. His head turns, and he has a little thing on his face. Not really sure what that is. But that's your guy, your Baron. Okay, it's next to impossible to stand this guy up. So we're just going to lay him down for you to see. He comes with a little scepter, which, let's see, should fit right in his hand, but doesn't. Yeah, it really doesn't. Okay. Well, he comes with a scepter that doesn't fit into his hand at all, and I'm thoroughly unimpressed right now. Okay, so there's his scepter, and there's the action figure who doesn't stand up. And this is your Mojo piece, which is tied in here. Oh, come on. Alright. Oh, how creepy. This is the top half of the robot guy. Mojo, with really creepy long fingers that move. Fingers are hinged as one digit. So they're all going to move, or none of them are going to move. Wrists are also movable. And the hands. Your elbows are jointed, and your shoulders are jointed. And, well, yeah, we're not going to talk about that part. I'm not even sure what that is. The hair, I guess, is made out of wires. And the back is hollow. I'm not sure. Where's my little thing here? It may be that's where this piece goes, but we don't have yet. It just slots right into the back of his head. So I'm guessing this flat piece isn't really supposed to be flat when it's complete. So this piece is pretty useless until you have the whole thing. If you're going to get them, I'd get the collection, or at least make it something that is collectible. So you get one this week, one 2 weeks from now, or whatever it is. Or if you have an imaginative child, they can just play with this piece, which usually works better for younger kids than it does for older kids. But there you have it.